Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Jerry Opoka, and in today's video I want to talk about I want to share with you a communication I had with my angels. I've talked about this before. I communicate with them a lot, like we literally go back and forth, but this particular one is super special because of how accurate it was, but also because there was somebody else involved in this particular exchange. And for me, it really, for her and for myself, it just went to show that it really, really does happen. Like the communication does happen. So I started a project a few weeks ago. And when I started, I I put a lot of thought into it, but when I put the information on the project out, when I started putting the information on the project out, it was not as clear as I would have wanted to. And it wasn't as clear as I wanted it to be. I'm even excited saying this now. But I put it out anyway, and I've also been on a journey of self-awareness and understanding the things about me that I need to change or need to improve, things I've struggled with over the years. So criticism in that area would really hit hard, and it put me in a negative space. But I've been working on that and just telling myself that criticism is always just being shown where you need to improve. The word criticism, I think, has gotten a negative connotation to it, but it's really just someone just scrutinizing your work and saying you should do better here, this should have changed. It's just because our ego feels like I have done the best that I can. How dare you come and tell me I've not done enough? Where are you coming from? So I've been working a lot on that, and I was quite shocked at how I reacted when this dear friend of mine came to me and said, I love what you've put out, I love what you're doing, but it's not very clear. I know what you're doing, so I understand it, but for somebody else, it will not be so clear. Oh my God, I was gutted. I was like, okay, fine, what do you think I should do? She said, no, don't worry. I started saying, I told her part of what my struggle is. And so when she saw this, she jumped in and offered to help. But I was so crushed by her comment. And because she knew, I told her that, her comment has crushed me and I feel so bad and so on and so forth. And while she was trying to offer me words of encouragement, I looked at the time on my phone. It was 10:24, which is 22 and 24. And when I saw it, it was almost like, because what happens is I feel like there's a nudge in my heart that says, look at the time, or look, if I see the time, like check what it means. We are trying to talk to you. Or I will see some numbers on the television screen, or somebody will call me, I'll go to WhatsApp and see a certain number pattern. It could even be something like 387, which has it's not like a pattern that is special, but when I see it, I will just feel something inside say to me, check the meaning of that number. So when I saw the 2224, I say to myself that, oh, I feel so bad. And sometimes when I feel like this, I feel like the angels come through and try to communicate, and I don't understand what they're saying, and it makes me feel even more agitated. So I told her what time it was, 22:24. So she went ahead and Googled it. And what I do is, when you Google that number, there will be so many results that come back. I pick the first one, or whichever one my eyes gravitate to first. That is the one I believe is my message, and that's what I pick. So I did not do it. I did not want to do it because of how I was feeling. But I knew in my heart that they were saying, Jerry, go and check. We're here. We need to tell you something. So my friend does it anyway. And she picks a response and sends it back to me and says, Jerry, yes, the angels are communicating, and here's what they're saying. Oh my God. Instead of that message making me feel really good, I felt even worse. I actually broke down and started crying because I just felt so hopeless. I felt like, here I am, stuck in this bad place that I know I should not be in. I've been working on it, and yet I can't help but, feel bad. And the angels are speaking to me. They love me so much, and yet I can't even allow myself to enjoy how special that moment was. How lousy can I be, and so I'm beating myself down literally until I cry. But I would like to read the message out to you. Remember that it's a new project that I'm starting, and I've not put the first message out as clearly, to clearly communicate my message as it should have been communicated. And this is the message that the angels sent to me. They say they are sending, they're sending me positive energies to boost my self-belief, to boost my confidence and self-esteem. And they say you may have to put in some extra planning, preparation, and effort towards a new project, venture, or important life change. Here I am in a new project, putting out a communication of what it is. Clearly, I have not given it enough planning time for it to come out clearly. And they are saying you may have to put in some extra planning, some preparation and effort towards the new project or venture or important life change. I was like, yes, even the angels have confirmed that I've not thought it through, that I've just rushed, and oh my God. I felt so bad. But what I also did that night, because at that point I was feeling so low that I could not even take this message. So I packed it, and later I went to bed. I woke up in the middle of the night at about 3 something, and I just sat up and I called them. I said, guys, come, we need to talk about what happened earlier. And at that point I was in a better place to really fully appreciate what they were doing for me. And I said, thank you. I really appreciated the communication, and especially how spot on it was. And I said, okay, let's discuss how we should move forward. And it seemed to anyone who may have, if anyone was listening to me at the time, I was having a mental conversation, but if anyone was listening to me at the time, it would have seemed like I'm talking to myself. But I was literally going back and forth and saying, okay, so this is what I want to do. This is what I did. This is how I felt when I was doing it. And yes, you are right. I rushed into it. I put the information out. But also, when the communication came back to say, you can do better, I should not have felt the way that I felt. So I also had a moment to just say, why did I feel that way? I just run through what I was truly feeling, so that when I find myself in that situation again, I remember not to lose myself in negativity, but to embrace the positive part of it. Guys, hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and everyone should click the notification bell so that when I put out another video, you will receive it. So this was just me sharing about my special communication with the angels. Thank you so much, and see you again soon on another video.